All right, grasshoppers, we are going to give you 3 ways to counter their lead hook from close stance scenario. So let's say Sensei throws a lead hook at me. One thing that you can do is you can lean in, jam it, and once you lean in and jam it, that loads your hip for the counter cross. So again, when the hook comes, lean in, jam it, counter cross. Another thing that you can do to avoid any collision, especially with smaller MMA gloves, you don't always want to block someone's actual punch. The best option, in my opinion, is to just let it go by. So he throws a hook, to roll, and keeping a good athletic stance when you roll, then you can come back and counter, okay? So if he throws the hook, roll, good base, throw your cross. That is the second way to counter their lead hook. One more time, throws a hook, roll, cross. And right now I'm right in front of him. There, it's 50-50. If he throws a hook, boom, now he throws his cross, then we're in 50-50 position. A little trick and tip here is, when he throws the hook, is to roll outside, so now right in front of him for your counter cross, okay? But that's the second piece for now. The third option is to, again, not even mess with that hook, just let it go by. So I'm gonna pull back, let it go by, and then counter cross him. And now these are all smooth and easy to do right now because I know when he's throwing his hook. But what do you do when you don't know when he's throwing his hook? You make him throw his hook. How do you make him throw his hook? By you throwing your cross. A good counter to the cross is their hook. So give them the option. So now we're going to set it up. We're going to make them throw their hook. If they are a technically sound person, their trainer probably, and you should know how to do this, is how to counter their cross with their hook. So I'm going to make him do that. I'm going to counter the counter. This is getting pretty advanced, but one way to make them throw their hook is by you throwing their cross. Now if you block, let me counter that. The first one that we did. Cross, block, cross. Make sure you're countering that. The second option was to roll. So go cross, roll, cross. Again, I'm making him throw his hook by me first throwing my cross, all right? Now what I talked about with the angle, I'll do it with the angle. Cross, roll, get an angle, cross. The third option was just to pull and get out of the way. So just pull and get out of the way. But if you throw a solid hard cross, you get stuck for a second. So if you are going to pull, that would suggest you just touch the cross, get out of range, and then counter back, okay? To make sure that that hook is addressed and not going to hit you, another option that you could do is slowly throw or lightly throw the cross. When that hook comes, block it. Once you block it here with the left hand, I want you to pull it down and then come back with an actual overhand. Now this is one of my favorite ways to counter the actual hook. You just touch the first cross, lean back, pull their hook down, come back with the cross. And that's going to be pop, 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 right away, making sure that you're timing their actual reaction. Boom, boom, boom. One more time. Boom. So there are 3 ways to counter the hook: by blocking and countering him, rolling and countering, and also pulling back and countering. I'll have Sensei do them as well with block and counter. So cross, block, counter. Boom, beautiful. Now he'll roll. Now he'll pull back. Boom. Now he'll pull back and pull my hook down with his left hand. Beautiful. So there are 3 ways to counter the hook with their cross. Sensei, thank you, sir. Enjoy, grasshoppers. Take your time, go slow, feel the flow.